my background was military, and that's how I sustained my injuries. And in 2008, there was an increased awareness nationally of the amount of wounded. So lots of charities ask you to go out there and talk about it. And I hadn't even got over it, and was being asked to sort of talk to, business people in London to try and get them to put their hand in their pocket, because people want to hear your story. But it was too early, and I'm very aware of that now. And as I get to know more people, elite athletes, as through my charity work, I think it's very important to try. For me, my role is to try and buffer that slightly. You can always get a feel as if they want to share as much as you feel is comfortable. But of course, if you put yourself out there to talk about things in front of an audience, you are going to get questions, and some of them might be a little bit close to home, or you might not be ready for it. And I think that my mental health in those early stages, I refused counseling. I'm fine, and and I wasn't. And it's taken me a decade, I would say, to feel comfortable to talk about it. Just as much I'll talk about not having bladder malfunction or having a spinal injury, or because my work has been predominantly working with young adults and students and charities as an ambassador or patron. And I feel that if there is a responsibility to make younger people feel comfortable to be able to talk about it themselves, and you have sometimes to put yourself out there. That very first question I think you asked me, Sheila, is about sort of it's having that self-confidence to be able to say, yeah, I've got a responsibility here. And I think as you get older, you do have a responsibility that if you have a platform, use it, because it will hopefully encourage more people to find the support that they need. Sorry, I'm rabbiting on a little bit, but it's I don't think everyone is ever prepared for any question. I think everyone is vulnerable, but I think that if it's how you choose to put yourself out there in a way that is comfortable for you is really important, particularly if you have a platform.